This spell is for Breonna Taylor. This spell is for Breonna Taylor. This spell is for George Floyd. This spell is for George Floyd. This spell is for Villanueva. This spell is for Villanueva. This spell is for Freddie Gray. This spell is for Freddie Gray. This spell is for Eric Garner. This spell is for Eric Garner. This spell is for Ahmaud Arbery. This spell is for Ahmaud Arbery. This spell is for Philando Castillo. This spell is for Philando Castillo. This spell is for Michael Brown. This spell is for Michael Brown. This spell is for Tamar Rice. This spell is for Tamar Rice. This spell is for Vincent Ramos. This spell is for Vincent Ramos. This spell is for Melissa Ventura. This spell is for Melissa Ventura. Trayvon Martin and all the others. This spell is for all the others.
No force more powerful than our people. As we rise to greatness, to some we're lethal. Melanin of blacks, browns, yellows, and reds. Beautiful hair, kinky, curly, straight, and dreads. Been tricked, robbed, and fed so many lies. It's time to unite, not compromise. Our families destroyed by death, despair, and hate. We're strong, we got faith, it's not too late. We will expose the ugly, corrupt system aimed at our colors, race, and religion. We're fed up if you didn't detect it. We're fully woke and will be respected. The revolution was televised. Now the whole world knows. No more hiding the truth behind closed doors. Be sure you hear us. No need to fear us. Just know when we say every single day, Black Lives Matter.
Black lives truly matter. Black lives truly matter.
I didn't shoot the sheriff, but the sheriff shot at me. I didn't shoot the deputy, as the world watched they could see. Systematic racism. I don't care if you wear blue. I said systematic racism. Soon will be through.
Listen to LoveBabz, LoveTalk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM. What's up, Babz? Babz? Hello? Oh no, Babz can't hear us. Babz. Okay, so you listen. You know what? Let me continue that song until Babz is able to hear us.
Black lives truly matter.
What's happening? Oh, are we even on?
Yeah, we're on. We're waiting on you.
I didn't shoot the deputy, but the deputy shot at me. I said systematic racism, you got to set us free. I've identified the problem, and the whole wide world now knows. Rise up today in heaven and earth, 'cause there's no more tragedy shows. My life is not for you to take.
What do you mean we're live? Are we on?
There's something I must say to you.
What are we doing? Good morning, everybody. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I don't know what is happening here. There seems to be some technical issue, but apparently we are live. So thanks for tuning in. At 10:15, my guest is I'm looking forward to talking to Russell Frederick. He's a photographer, or as he calls it, a visual activist. He's my guest at 10:15. And I'm excited to talk to him because I caught wind of him through Wendy Rawlins, who was sharing some information about him, because I think he was at Yale doing an exhibition of some sort. And he is working on issues of showing us in our fabulous light. And by us, I mean Black people. So I'm delighted to have him come on at 10:15. We don't have word on the street this morning. So I think this is the first day that we don't have word on the street since we started word on the street, which is fine because there are going to be some days where there will be no word on the street. So we don't have a word on the street this morning. So, but we'll definitely be back on Monday. Plus, you know what? The weather is kind of janky today, so it might be a little challenging. So yeah, I don't hear Harry, but I think somebody hears me. I mean, all my stuff seems, my bars and stuff are working, so I don't know. Oh, he hears me, so but I don't hear him. So I don't know what's happening. I got all my stuff turned up, and I don't have a whole lot of equipment to play around with. So that's where we are.
Right? You hear me, Babz?
We're in for some real weather today in the Elm. So I think it's windy, snowy, overcast, sunny, and very, very cold. Very, very cold. So I will tell you this, hung out last night. I know I get back into town from a wonderful vacation and I'm already hanging out. Hung out last night with, okay, so everybody can hear and see us both, Harry. So I don't know why I can't hear you, but anyway. So went over to Bloom, hung out a little bit with Risa, who is the dean over at the Afro-Am Center at Yale. Hung out with her a little bit, drank some coffee, caught up a little bit, did a little sister time. Hung out over at Bloom, and then raced over to Cave Vent to say hi to Linda and Tony over there. Hung out at Cave Vent, drank a little wine, ate a little something. And then we went across the street to Ward 9, which is, I guess it used to be Dempsey's or whatever. Not Dempsey's. Well, used to be something, whatever it was. But we went over across the street to Ward 9. And so it's remodeled, tricked out, a little nice, little different vibe, very urban, very neighborhood bar kind of thing. So we went in there, hung out a little bit, drank a little bit, something. And then we dashed on home, all of us, all three of us. So Alicia, who owns Bloom, and me and Ife. So we had a good time. It was a good night. I mean, we weren't out late. It wasn't a late night. We were home by I don't know, I would say 10-ish. You know, so it wasn't a terribly, I wouldn't even say 10. I think it was 9:30 because we got over there at about 5:30 or so. Anyway, so that was last night, and the weather was gorgeous. I mean, warm. You know, it was warm. It had to be 50, 55 degrees last night. I mean, it was just warm. So today is not that day. I think it's very cold today, which is fine. I'll take it. So tonight more hanging out. Happy birthday, Arrow. Arrow serves on a Common Ground board with me and Long Wharf Theater board with me. So this is his birthday weekend. So he's got a whole bunch of festivities planned, which I don't know. You know, at this, I don't even want to pretend to say I can't make nothing, because that's not even true, because y'all see me in these streets all the time. But he's got a whole weekend of activities, hiking, partying, happy hour. I'm going to just swoop in where I could get in, and online virtual partying to coincide with the actual party at his house. So we'll see. I'll see what I could get to. Tonight I'm having dinner with my girl, Patty Russo, who runs the Yale Campaign School, the campaign school at Yale. So I'm having dinner with her tonight, and then meeting up with Ife and
Markeisha and Lisa Dent, and we're going to go over to the Schubert because that's where the New Haven Symphony Orchestra is housed at the moment. So, so we're going to go and catch Firebird, and I believe there's a Young Sisters work being played tonight. So we're going to go check all that out. But first up, I'm going to have dinner at Old Bay because I can't resist that flank steak. can't resist it. Can't. So, so I'm gonna do that, and that's my night. I think that's a lot. And then Saturday, I got some housekeeping to do, like honest to God housekeeping. Like I need to unpack my bag, do some laundry, some old school housekeeping, and try to pull this place into some recognizable, livable situation. And then Sunday, I'm head over to Bloom for By Any Means Necessary, the book happening thing over there for Black History Month. I don't even want to say Black History Month. I was like, it's a book thing happening, and I'm gonna go check it out. So I think 4 to 6. Hello. Well, somebody's coming in the house. You know, when I got the screen behind me, I can't see or hear. Hello. Oh, it's Margot. Did you get over there? Is your father picking you up? Oh, how you getting over there? Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, so I'm gonna do that on Sunday, and then that'll be the weekend, and then we just get back into it. President's Day is Monday, and I'll be here because Monday. And I can tell you what I'm doing. I have the Medea producer and co-creator Shivke Shah, founder of Chameleon Productions. She's gonna be my guest. So there's this production coming up. I believe it's gonna be at the Lifka Center, I think, but it's somewhere. Anyway, she's gonna be my guest, and I'm excited to have her on. And we're gonna talk about the work. And I think it debuts Monday. I think that's their debut. So I'm gonna have them on Monday. Tuesday, I got Ina Williams, who runs. She is the head of nursing at Yale Hospital. She's on the executive team over there. So she's gonna come on. We're gonna talk about the world of nursing and the need for nurses, and then Patty Russo and Ron Thomas are coming back because the Yale Campaign School and Connecticut Conference of Municipalities are teaming up once again, to bring some training on folks who want to run for public office in Connecticut. So they are this is their second outing together, and it was so successful, they're doing it again. So they're coming on to talk about this and get people all excited, which is a wonderful thing. And then that's it. Happy birthday, Sophie. Today's Sophie Kaplan's birthday. I called her this morning, left a message because she's 25 today. So happy birthday. Ooh, 25. I remember being 25. Seems like yesterday. Not really. Like 40 years ago. Not 40 years ago, but a good while ago. Ooh, child. So she turns 25 today. Well, I wasn't far off. 33 years ago. So 33 years ago, I was 25. So, ooh, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what was on my mind when I was 25. I guess if I go back and read some journals, look at some journals, I could tell or see or understand. I'm sure, my younger journals are just angst ridden, right? Just full of foolishness and mayhem and complaints and heartbreak and all the things that you experience when you're 25, and all the things that you think are not going your way at 25. Holy cow. So yeah, so she's all 25 and a couple of years out of undergrad, and seeing what's next and looking about her future. And I want to say to y'all, you 20-year-olds, that these are the times you master adventure. I think you master them now until you decide if you're gonna do the family marriage thing, and then you'll rediscover adventure again once everybody flies the coop. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, what else is going on in the world? Let's see. I think they're still having conflict in the Ukraine, right? I think Russia is still insisting that they're not going to march on the Ukraine as troops are sitting there ready to march on the Ukraine. The world is just, the world is a ghetto right now. The world is a ghetto. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving. And I love all these people that are rediscovering or discovering Bell Hooks' work. I've got some church sisters who picked up Bell Hooks' books for the first time and are enamored. So I'm happy to know that. Happy to know that. And what are you gonna do? So it's Friday. Friday. I'm so glad that it is Friday at the end of the week. Gives everybody opportunity to catch their breath and start figuring out what they want to do. Maya Angelou's son, Guy Johnson, passed away, 77. I didn't realize he was that old, 77, So he passed away in California. And he was an adventurer too. Like, he was a writer and a poet, and ended his days working, I think, for the San Francisco, somewhere in California. I want to say San Francisco or Oakland. But he's one of these people that was a bartender in Marrakesh and was doing all kinds of things around the world in different places, just discovering the world. So when I was reading his bio, I was like, he was quite the adventurer. So he passed away, and he was the one that chose the photo for the coin, because there's a coin with Maya Angelou likeness on it, and he talked in his some of his talking about why he chose those pictures. He was talking about because his mother, first of all, he knew metal was hard to transfer likenesses onto, so he chose a likeness with the bird and the whole thing to show elegance and grace and all of that. So I'm excited to I was excited to read that because I didn't know the backstory. So it was really cool to sort of hear some of that backstory. I'm looking forward to the First Lady, which is has Michelle Pfeiffer and Anderson. So they've got all these wonderful people. Viola Davis is playing Michelle. She's playing Michelle Obama. Michelle Pfeiffer is playing Betty Ford, and Gillian Anderson is playing Eleanor Roosevelt. So I guess this is a little bit of a story about who these women were in relationship to the men they were married to who were president. So I think this is going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Everybody likes a little bit of a backstory, and it is stunning to see Viola Davis transform into Michelle Obama, because I know people had their lips out about it, but when you look at the trailer and the pictures, when I saw her posing for the now iconic portrait of Michelle Obama, it freaked me all the way out. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? So, and so it took me a minute to pay attention. I was like, well, that is not Michelle Obama. That's Viola Davis. So it's a stunning transformation. And it's not like it's a hard transformation. It's just that, we're so used to seeing Viola Davis in so many different roles. So when she steps into a role of a woman who is still very much with us and present and vibrant, it really was a double take. So I can't wait to sort of see it. I hope it does us some justice. I hope it's not like messy, but I want to see it. And to see these women play these roles is quite interesting. So to see these women, and these three women were quite powerful in their own right behind the scenes. So they have their whole kind of vibe. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I want to tell you it's going to be on. I think it's coming on in March. Nope. Showtime, April 17th. And I don't have Showtime, so this is going to be a pain in the butt. So maybe I just do a little, how you do the little temporary, subscribe to it and then cancel. Because I don't want all these subscriptions to these things unless I just wait it out until it comes to something that, till it comes to something that makes sense. And like maybe it shows up. I don't even know what Showtime's streaming thing is. Do they even have a streaming? I guess I'll see. Like NBC has Hulu, right? So all this stuff shows up on Hulu. So HBO Max has a streaming. Their stuff shows up. So I'm just trying to figure out, what I could just gonna see when I could see it, because I think I want to see it, but I just don't want to pick up another streaming thing, another bill. Oh, I tell you. What else is going on in the world? I tell you what, the folks are still out there protesting the App Foundation. God bless them. My alderman called me last night. I was sitting at the bar. I said, "Oh, I'm sitting at the bar. I can't really have a serious conversation." He's like, "Oh, I'll call you back." I didn't want you to think I wasn't talking to you. I was like, I'm good. I see you out there working. Got no criticism. I really don't. He is hard working. Devin is a hard working alderman. He's on top of all these issues. I was like, I don't feel like that. Shoot. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna say anything about you. Listen, I see you out there on those social justice streets. I see it. So it is what it is. And you're out there doing a good job. And I couldn't be happier with an alderman. I couldn't imagine. So let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Anyway, has anybody been playing Wordle? I was playing Wordle just before the New York Times snatched it up from the guy who created it, paid him, I don't know, a couple of $1 million, whatever it is. And so now we come to find out there's kind of two versions. There's the New York Times version and then the original version. They haven't meshed them up yet. But if you refresh the original, like if you keep going back, because sometimes, if you play this every day, it's saved in your browser. So you just keep going back to that one and you're not checking the New York Times. You're not logging into clicking on the New York Times one. So, but when you refresh your browser, it will take you to the New York Times one and you'll be on par. That's all I'm saying. But people were really stumped with the last one, I think. Not the last one, but the last one before the last one. Cynic. People were I got it. I figured it. I was like, I like word stuff like this. So, but it was hard for a lot of people. People were really throwing their hands up about it. And I just, that's not, because people are so competitive and petty. I was like, just relax. Take your time, And so that's what I did. I just took my time and figured it out. I haven't played since I got back into the States. But I did play once when I was in Dominica last week. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this one time and then I'll come back to it. And that was that. So, and I haven't played it since. So I might pick it up today if I have some time, which I think I do. I think I do. And figure it out. It doesn't, I mean, it's not, if you're spending hours on this, you need to just let it go. It's only like, I spent like maybe 15, 20 minutes playing around with it. I love it. I love it. So I'm just saying, it's all the rage right now. So it's like, I don't know, 3-4 million people playing this damn game right now. So just, get it in and do what you can. It's fun. You get what? You get 5-letter word, starting with a 5-letter word. And then you've got, I think, 6 tries to figure out the word at the end. I've not lost, so I have a good streak going. I'm not lost, and I've been keeping it going. So my streak is, good. But a friend of mine had her first defeat. I was like, oh, I don't know what that's gonna be like, the first defeat, if I can't figure out a word, because when you get to the 3rd or 4th try, you're like, okay, I got 2 more tries at this. 2 more tries. So let me stop talking about it, because the next time I do it, I will be stumped, and then I'll be like, what? My streak is over. I couldn't figure it out. And so I need to know where you can find out if you lose, like if you can't figure it out, is there some place you could go to see what the word is? Like, do they, like the next day, can you go back and look and say, okay, this was yesterday's word? I don't even know. I didn't go back and go that far in the exploration of this game. I just jumped in and started playing. The rules are relatively simple. You put a word in, they turn the letters over, and then it'll tell you where the letter is. If the letters are in the word, and if you get a particular color cube, it'll tell you, like if it's green, it'll say this is where the letter is in the word. If you get another color, it means that the letter is somewhere in the word, but not necessarily where you had it in your word. Feel me? So you just kind of do it that way, and I learned the hard way too, that if you have a letter and it's green, the letter can be, this is how people got tripped up with cynic, I think, because they didn't realize you could use C twice. It doesn't tell you when you turn the word over, like when you turn a letter over, that this letter could be 2 letters. You could use it twice in one word. It doesn't tell you have to figure that out, But the good thing is, if you hit enter and it's not a word, it'll tell you it's not a word, But if it's a word and it's the wrong word, you just keep going until you exhaust all your chances. So I like it. It's one of these games that'll be good for you to stave off, like it'll help your brain. It's one of these games that'll help your brain. So I love it. I love it. Somebody put together a list of all the Black-owned restaurants in New Haven. And some of these I did not know. I know Lalabella, African. I know Ricky D's, Anchor Spa. Okay, so all the ones that I don't know, Lucky's Star. Oh, Lucky's is the bus cafe. I know that one. Madeline's, I don't know that, but I hear people talk about her empanadas. And I think she's on, I don't know where she is. I got to figure out where she is. And I don't know if Vegan Ahava is still around. I thought she moved to, I think she was moving to Atlanta. I did not know the New Haven Salad Shop was Black owned. So, and I know they're downtown on High Street. I think they're on High Street. I think that's where they are. But all the other ones I know, Jordan's Hot Dogs and Mac, they're up on State Street. Be Naturals on College Street. Ninth Square Market is the vegan Caribbean Jamaican restaurant. So I know them. I haven't been over there in a minute, but I gotta get over there because they have good mac and cheese. Sold to Cuba, yes. And Mini Donuts is in the mobile station, Exxon or mobile station. Is it Exxon Mobil? Are they the same? Anyway, right there on the corner of Fitch and Whaley. So that's it. But somebody put it together. So I thought that was, and they put it in a nice little a little thing. So maybe somebody will keep. And there's more recommendations. So if you go to New Food _ New Haven, you'll find it. You'll see it. And you can add. So if you know some more, add to the list or let them know. And yeah, do that. But anyway, let's see. It's a good Friday. It's a nice Friday. It feels good. It feels good. And I'm hoping that we turn the corner on all this weather, because I'm ready. You know, being in the Caribbean and having that 78-degree weather, 77, 78 degrees weather with no humidity and a beautiful breeze. I mean, that is so seductive. I mean, that really is just, oh, telling you, it is just incredible, that weather. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm longing for that. And I really am. So I say all that to say I'm ready for summer to get here. I'm not trying to race, but I'm ready for I saw tulips I was in some store, and they have tulips already blooming. And I was like, wow, because that's the first sign of spring. That lets you know that spring is coming. And when you see tulips, so I'm excited to sort of see tulips coming and all the other things. And I must say, my indoor plants, I know they're ready to go outside because they are suffering. I'm not doing well with my indoor plants. I used to be a plant. My sister would tell you I had plants. I don't understand why my plants are not doing well, bothering me to no end. I don't know. I don't know if the energy in here is just not conducive to plants. I don't know if I'm not spending enough time with the daggone plants. I'm not speaking lovely into them. I mean, some of them are doing well, but I don't know. I'm on my second ivy, and it's hanging in. I think maybe I need to repot it. I'm gonna put it in some fresh dirt. See if that helps. I don't know. I'll see if that helps. So, yeah. As I have some work to do in the space this weekend, tomorrow. There's some things that I want to do in the space, and I just want to make this space a little bit now that I am so much more mobile without pain. It is nice. I can get in and out of my car without wincing and easing in and all the other like I could literally lift my right leg and put it in the car. I don't have to sit on the seat and swing over. Like I could literally get in my car in ways I haven't been able to do for the last damn near 3 years. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to move about the world in a way that I wasn't able to before. So that's where we are, good people. I've finally changed the wallpaper on my phone. So I took a picture of myself on the beach with the sand on my feet and the ocean in front of me. So I made that my screensaver on my phone, because for a long time it was the windows of my church. I said, I can let this go now. I can put up the beach scene, and it has made my phone brighter every time I pick up my phone. The lightness of it makes my phone bright. It's like, whoa. So I can look at the ocean. I can look at the Caribbean and remember that I walked on black sand um, just a few days ago, and that can stay with me for a good while, you know. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm just gonna spend the day and tune about the house and do some things and upload my taxes, and I got some things I need to do, and so I'll do those, and here we are. I'll just get it all done. I got lots to do, so I'll just do all the things. And I don't need to go by the paper. The paper should be done. And yeah. That's my jam. So usually this time we're having word on the street, but we don't have a word on the street. So I guess I'll call the word on the street. Janky weather. The weather is janky. So I don't know. I'm thinking about my birthday coming. I'll be 59. I'm always thinking about my birthday. I'm thinking about the trip to Morocco next year. And I love that my friends are excited about it and want to join me there. I really am happy about that. So, so I feel really good. That's a lovely thing to hold in front of me as we move through. But I'll be 59 in May, and I've been thinking about that. It's giving me a little bit of pause, I think, because next year I'll be a whole 60. And listen, I'm one of these people that is quite delighted because I'm telling you, my mother passed at 57, and I was, had such anxiety about turning 58 because I wanted to live beyond what she lived, and not because I don't want that to sound wrong, but it just was a number that just was hovering, just ever so low over me, and now that I'm past it, and I'm a whole 58, and now I'm about to turn 59, and I can see 60 in the distance, and I'm planning 60. I just feel kind of happy. Now there's some things going on in the periphery that are getting up, like kid stuff. My children and their lives and in their ways of trying to figure out who they want to be and how they want to be, and all the choices that they're making, good, bad, and indifferent. Just it can't stop my flow. That's my point. That it does not stop my flow, and that I just got to keep pushing, keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing, because life is short. So everybody out there in Radio Land, I see the sun shining a little bit through the window on my street. I see a little bit of sun. I hope everybody is well. It's coming up on Mardi Gras. It's coming up on Lent and all the things. And I know people make plans for that kind of stuff. I normally do too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So Lent is March 2nd, and it'll end April 14th. So that's an odd sort of between straddling to March and April. But Fat Tuesday is Tuesday, March 1st. So, I think I might take on the fasting for Lent. I think I could do it. I think I can. I mean, I've done it before, so I might do it. It's just 40 days. 40 days. Not like, listen, not eat for 40 days, but sun up to sunset, that kind of thing. Sun up to sunset, 40 days. And then because when I was a blogger, I used to write about my Lenten journey. I need to go and pull up my blog and see what I revisit. What can I revisit? My Lenten journey. And my church, my former church, Church of the Redeemer on Whitney and Cold Spring, which is now becoming apartments or whatever, condos or apartments or whatever. Our church used to theme out Lent every year. So sometimes, because our our church would have a theme. Sometimes it would be music, sometimes it would be art, it'd be art and culture, it'd be, I mean, I have to go back and look at my notes and see what I took from all the themes to my blog. And then maybe that's what I'll do for the 40 days. That might prepare me for my 59th birthday. Like that might, my sister's birthday is April 16th, and then my birthday is May 2nd. So I think the 40 days might just be what I want to do. 40 days. And just, give up everything and just be about the business of fasting for 40 days. From sunup to sunset. Not unlike what Muslims do when it is their holy season. I might take that up. I think that I might. The more that I think about it, the more that I talk about it, the more that I dream about it. Maybe I'll make a Facebook post and see who wants to join me for the Lenten journey and see what comes up for people, and then just post from my previous Lenten journeys and see. I will say this, I do miss some spiritual practice. It's been a while since I've had a spiritual practice and a formal spiritual practice, where I would show up to, go to church. And I ran into a church friend of mine last night, Ian, and it was a little, it was a little, it was a little interesting, and I hadn't seen him in a long time, and so talking to him was just a little. I was like, "Hmm." Okay, but it was good to see him, and he's over at Spring Glen, and it's an interesting conversation. He's one of the few people who it was happy to be over at Spring Glen. Not to say that people aren't happy to be at Spring Glen, but it's a shock to your system coming from Redeemer where we so loved it. At least I did. And I think going to another church is just like a ending of any relationship. It just takes a little time for you to like have some space for it and move on to the next thing. So I'm just saying. Just saying. So anyway, that's where we are. So Anru is coming back. So he'll be here March 8th, 10:15. So we'll have some spiritual goody. And that'll be nice. It'll be really, really nice. So I was like, okay, I missed Anru. So he'll come and we'll talk about the Orishas and all the practices. So holla. So I'm getting ready for my next guest, who will be on at 10:15. And I'm doing Dan Kennedy's podcast this afternoon at 1:30. And I'm looking forward to it. It's nice to be not the driver of things and the passenger. I'm gonna be the passenger. So we'll have a good conversation. It'll be a lively conversation. As long as you don't come from my jugular, I'm good. Because I'll get people gathered. I'll get you gathered in a way that you'd think, yeah, I'd get you gathered. But he's not that kind of guy. I think he's decent and smart and got a great podcast and well listened to, and so I'm delighted that he asked me. So I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. So, and he's got a whole process. I was like, okay, I'll be there. He sent me a message this morning, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited to check it out. So, he did the piece on on the New Haven Independent, and this kind of that brand of journalism and what that looks like across the internet for other places. And we are hanging in there, so we're doing what we do. So so he's got a new well, it's not a new podcast. Well, he's got a podcast, and so I'm looking forward to talking to him. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. And I think it'll be good. And he came and sat in my living room a couple of months ago, and in my dining room while I was doing the show, and he chatted with me and talked to me, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's get it in. So I'm doing a show today, 1:30, and I'm doing it from my from my dining room, my little station, and he's gonna do it from wherever he is, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's it. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm here for this wonderful Friday, and I will tell you though, we ate well. I finally got some snapper in Dominica. Finally got some snapper, and it was very, very good. It was fried, and I told them to give it a good hard fry because I want it. They bring you the whole fish. I had the whole fish. It was good. They didn't have much. They had a lot of steamed vegetables, but steamed to the point of oblivion. A lot of root vegetables, lots of root vegetables, which is fine. But man, so it's yeah. We ate well. We didn't starve. We didn't starve. And oh, okay, girl, these squirrels are being ate. Somebody left me a piece of pie. Like, girl, these birds, okay, I hope it's closed. I hope his socks closed tightly because squirrels will get it. Somebody left me pie. Oh. Okay, Harry, you want me to do what now? All right, Harry wants me to check the audio settings and make sure you choose the right speaker headset. I did. You can't hear me. Other people can hear me. You can't hear me? Yes, I have all the things. Okay. Thank you, Lauren, for the pie. I love pie. I love pie. Yes, Harry, I even checked. I even did the test before you got on. So I don't know what's happening. I think people can hear me. Ife said she could hear me. So, oh, you can't hear me on the let me see. Let me go to the. Oh, you can hear. So why you want me to test? I see the little, the little microphone on the left. The little green thing is riding up. So Harry's coming back on. I was like, I know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't. We can hear you. It's you hearing me or the guest coming on. Oh boy. I hear you. I got my stuff turned all the way up.
Perhaps you can hear me.
And my headsets are in. I can hear, I don't know. All right. Whatever. Are you coming on to see if I can hear you? Just come on and see. Hi, everybody. While we work out the technical difficulties.
Yes, can you hear me, Babz?
Now I still can't hear you.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to choose headset.
I can't hear you, Harry. I cannot hear you. I think there's something. The headset is chosen. My headset is on. I can hear me through my headset. So the speakers, the microphone, the speakers. Yeah, no, everything is test. I hear me.
Testing one,
Let's
two,
see.
three.
I don't hear you, Harry.
Testing 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I hear you. Now I hear
Two.
you faintly.
Tres, cuatro. Okay, so now you gotta just go in and raise the volume on that.
I have to go in and raise the volume?
Where it says audio settings,
Yes.
click on that and make sure the volumes are ticked all the way up.
It's all the way up.
But you hear me?
I can barely hear you. I can hear me
barely
quite
hear.
well through this headset, but I don't hear you.
So it
And
might-
I don't where is the headset part at?
So when you click on the little tab next to the microphone at the bottom left,
Yeah.
so at the top it should say select microphone, and then it should say select speaker.
Yes, I see that.
So in select speaker, what do you have chosen?
I know I have I picked up let's see. Oh, I got rid of that one. So let me put this one back on.
Can you hear
Okay.
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
One.
got the turret. The turret audio.
As the speaker?
Yeah.
Where do you have your headset plugged in? Into the turret? You have that plugged in,
No, I got the same thing I always have.
but you have the headset plugged into the turret or into your computer?
It's into my into the tower and then the other pieces are plugged into the
The headset wire, where is it plugged into? Your tower, your turret tower, or your computer?
No, my turret. Like the speakers are plugged into the turret.
Okay, and you've selected speakers on the turret. Okay, so you see the knobs on the turret? You probably
Yes.
have to turn the knobs up, the volume.
I did. They're all the way up. I mean, they're at max.
They're at max.
Don't tell me my little thing is janky. Move stuff.
Maybe you could just unplug it from the turret.
This cannot be my problem today.
But
I got
Babz,
stuff to do.
this troubleshooting 101. You can hear me? Can you hear me? We're live and in living color. How you doing, people? You're listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. Today, this segment is brought to you by Electric Company. And we're
All right. Can you
taking-
talk?
Yeah, I'm talking right now.
I still can't hear you.
See,
Ugh.
so anyway, so we're teaching you a quick
And
lesson
everybody hears us both clearly.
on troubleshooting.
Like everybody
Zoom.
hears us, Harry, but
Well,
I can't hear you.
I hear
Harry,
you.
I think there's
hear
something
you.
wrong with you.
No. I hear you. So you just
can
don't
hear me? I
Yeah,
can't hear you.
it's you.
I
Okay.
don't know what to do.
You know what? We're gonna take a quick
I done chose all the options. I chose all the
Music
options I
break.
could choose.
okay, we're gonna take a music break. Babz can't hear the music, so bear with us.
All right. Like I'm testing the speakers. I can hear myself testing the microphone. Everything is working.
Can you hear the music? We'll be right back.
You want me to log out?
Thank you for
All right.
listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM. We'll be right back with our guest. So on the radio, stick with us. Let me lower the volume. On the radio, stick with us. And on Facebook Live, look for that other link. We're gonna have a guest. Our guest. I know I have the guest name here somewhere, but we'll be right back. We'll be right back. You listen to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community.